What's up, everybody? So, we have some pretty exciting stuff to discuss. When I was reading the patch notes, hour and a half later, but no, this is good. I read through the Salvaging overhaul. The Salvaging overhaul is actually pretty damn good. And I'm really glad they did it. I've been studying and testing and trying to figure out how it all works. And I think I have a pretty good grasp on it now. Now, remember, this is the PTR, so any of this can change. Some of this may not make it to live. Some of it may make it to live, but just be a little bit different. But this is what we know so far. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up a crap ton of these boxes, and we're going to get some stuff to salvage. And, yeah, we're going to show you guys what's going to, what we get. And while I'm opening these, I'm not going to do all these on camera. Just want to show you guys a couple things. What we're looking for is, damn near any blue, purple, or legendary items. That's where you're going to get your salvaging stuff. Now, if you watch any of the previous videos I did on this PTR and kind of what to expect, the materia, and all that stuff, you can actually get materia from salvaging stuff. You get that from salvaging named items that only drop in dungeons. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nothing good. So and there's a whole video on the materia, and just, in a nutshell, what it's used for is crafting stuff like Fury or Infamy, all these great named items that you can get from dungeons. You don't have to rely on RNG anymore. And this opens up a whole bunch of different things that are going to be changing. And I'm going to be making a video on that after this one, a video on what to expect, the market fluctuations. I'm trying to get back into what I used to do because it helped a lot of people. It was a lot of fun. And the most fun thing about this, look at that, common regeneration potions. Don't you love it? The most fun thing about it for me is making these predictions and then seeing it come to life and actually be legit. Maybe earn a little bit of credibility amongst the community, stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be doing after this. So be, on the lookout for that video. It's going to be a lot of fun and some really good information. Because with the materia, with the salvaging overhaul, it's going to change a couple pretty big things. And you're going to want to keep an eye on, these changes and what, you can potentially be making some money. And that's what we're going for. And that's what that next video is going to be all about. So stay tuned. But for this, I'm just trying to get a bunch of items so that we can salvage. I'm going to show you what we can get with salvaging. So check it out. Let's go. So here we are. I'm actually almost at my 500 cap of unique items. So I figured now's a good time to start salvaging this stuff. So first things first, we're going to find, here we go. Here's a named item. And since this video is all about salvaging, we're going to talk about it. So any named items that drop from a dungeon, just like this frost grass, what is this, higher purpose? Divine devotion. Okay. Here's another one. If it's a named item or even a named piece of armor, like, let's see if we can find something in here. Bear with me just a moment. There we go, Deceit's Design. So anything named that drops in a dungeon, and I'm not talking about open world stuff, got to be in a dungeon. So Deceit's Design drops from one of these dungeons, right? Well, now when you highlight salvage, it's going to show you that it's going to give you 20 materia, 7 repair parts, some gold, and you have a chance of getting a perfect salvage with this stuff now. So all we're going to get here is the materia, the repair parts, and some gold. Check it out. There's our 20 Lazarus materia because it drops out of Lazarus. I didn't even see if it drops any gold. Let's do another one. We're going to do a weapon now because weapons are much more common, the named ones. So we're going to go ahead and salvage this. Where does Frost? It's always fun trying to remember where this drops from. I'm going to say Lazarus. And remember, when you highlight it, it's going to tell you, oh yeah, weapons give you 30 materia. And anything armor or trinkets, they give 20. And then it tells you which dungeon. So I think either Genesis or Laz. Lazarus. There we go. 30 material. And I'm capped on repair parts, so that's why we're not getting any of those. So that's one part of the change. And if you want to know what to do with that materia, how it works, what you can make, what you need, everything involved, check out my materia video. It's already out. Great video. And you guys can get an idea on the big changes that are coming up. But now we're going to talk about everything else that you get when salvaging. Okay. All right. So green items, they're just going to give you some gold and some repair parts. Since we're at our limit with repair parts, that doesn't matter. But you actually get a pretty decent amount of gold now. And we have a very, very, very small chance. You see that other icon on the left? 1 and weird icon, 7 repair parts, 3 gold. Well, that one little weird thing is weapon scraps. Okay. And if we do manage to get it, it's going to be green. And I haven't even seen one actually give me those, because the green is a very, very small chance to get these weapon scraps. And if you do armor, it's going to be armor scraps. If you do jewelry, it's going to be jewelry scraps. And you see all of these, or not all of them, some of them do, some of them don't. Like that one doesn't have one. We're just going to keep salvaging until we get one. And I don't think we're going to get one. And I will, you know, I'm going to go back and edit the video. If I do end up getting one, then I will let you guys know, and I'll put it in the video so that we know the greens are definitely worth. I mean, they're all worth salvaging. That's actually a lot of gold. If, you know, if you get a bunch of these items, or you're sitting on a bunch of these items, you're going to be able to make a, you know, decent amount of gold, a little chunk of change for sure. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see one. I still haven't seen one. Whoops. And I don't think we're going to, because I just don't think it's a really small chance. Really, really small chance. But another thing I'm doing is I'm just cleaning out the inventory to make room. I'm going to open up some more boxes, and we're going to get rid of all the greens because they really don't matter. They give us a little bit of gold, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to clear out all these greens. And again, if I see any scraps, I'm going to let you know. Look at that. I just got some free ones there. All right, so I'm going to quick salvage these. And when you quick salvage too much... Oh, we got one. Look at that. I'm going to have to go back and see if that was a green. I might have accidentally clicked on a purple. Just to make sure you don't accidentally do a purple one. Got another one from a green. So it's been confirmed. The greens do have a chance for a perfect salvage and some scraps. And these are what the scraps look like. Right here. Infused weapon fragment. And there's different rarities of this. Infused arcane fragment. And we've got some infused armor scraps as well. So that's the resource that you get. Now I'm going to finish up these. Actually, I could just do it while we're on camera here. See if we get lucky again. There's another one. And one thing I've noticed is, you know, sometimes it shows on the left of the salvage here, whether or not, oh, let me write down that number, whether or not it's going to give you scraps. And I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's because it's a named item and it shows that you're going to get some scraps. No, even that doesn't. So sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I don't get it. But you always have a chance of getting that perfect salvage and getting scraps. So this might be a glitch. They might patch it. But that's all I know. And I'm almost positive that every single legendary is going to be a perfect salvage, except for the named items. Those are always going to give you just the materia. Okay. But if it's not a named item, it will give you a perfect salvage, some umbral shards, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're going to start salvaging all these, and we're going to do the regular thing just so I can show you that even if it doesn't show that, you still have a chance of getting a perfect salvage. So this one, it does not have the icon, but we can still get a perfect one. This one does not have the icon, but we can still get a perfect. So Let's see. Okay, so see, this one does have an icon, but doesn't mean it's going to give it to us for sure. Wow, the green ones have a better chance than the rares. Nope. It almost seems like when you do the quick salvage, you get more. There we go. Our first perfectly salvaged. So that's one. And it did not have a scraps icon, but we got scraps. So that's the one thing I wanted to show you. So now we're just going to start quick salvaging the rest of them, because now we know that even though it doesn't have a icon saying that it has scraps, we can still get that perfect salvage. All right, so I finished up the blue items and we still only had the one. So with 86, we only got one perfect salvage. And same thing, even though it doesn't show that you can get scraps from it, you can. And there we go. We got a weapon. Oh, and a blue one. It's just catching up. All right, so we're going to go ahead and salvage the rest of these. Now, remember, some of these are going to give materia because it's a named item, like this one too, materia. Oh, that must have been a world drop. All right, so we're going to go ahead. And you can see the epics give way more. In fact, we're going to take one out of here so that we can do an actual count. And it was an armor scrap we got from that blue one. So we're going to see how many we get, you know, with the epics and what the chance is. All right, so 132 epics, and we're just going to go ahead and start quick salvaging and see how many times we get a perfect salvage. That one doesn't count, so we got one, but it's going to be a lot more than the blue ones. Already got another one. Maybe later on I'll do a more accurate, you know, get rid of all the named ones and all that stuff and figure out what kind of percentages we're working with. Oh, I guess we only got 8 armor, 2 weapons, and 1 arcane. These are just the notifications. Oh, I love that stuff. Yo, thank you. Artie, oh my god, dude, that used to be my nickname in track. I'm not going to tell you why, because it's a terrible story. That's so funny. I used to do track and field, and my nickname was Artie. That's awesome. That's my little sequence I do. Okay, I'm going to finish salvaging all these and then get going. And I just want to show you guys what you can get for salvaging legendary materials. So let's see. So right here, it shows us that we can get umbral shards, you know, repair parts and gold. But let's see what else we can get. And oh yeah, it's also going to be a perfect salvage every time you salvage a legendary item. Every time. Unless it's a named weapon, then you're going to get the materia. Let's not forget that. Wow, sometimes you get 3. Like right here. It says right here you're going to get 3 armor scraps. I don't know why they're going to give us 3. I don't know what... If it's just all... No, it's not all armor. But yeah, certain things, when you highlight them, it'll show you can get 3. So if it doesn't show 3, you're just going to get 1. But sometimes it'll show 3, and you'll get 3 armor fragments. All right, so now that we know what you get for salvaging and how you get these, and you know which items will give you what, let's take a look and see what they actually give you and what you can use them for. So first we're going to take a look at the workshop. So some of these items that you get are engineering scraps, like right here, infused engineering scraps, and there's different tiers. There's, you know, blue, purple, and legendary. So the engineering ones, they have little cogs and stuff. Those you're going to get from breaking down, you know, stuff that you would make in the in the workshop. So there's a couple things you can do with these, and it's really, really cool. First of all, you are going to be able to turn these in. You only need 1, and you could turn them in for engineering experience, and a lot of it. You get 15,000 engineering experience with one of these things. So you can multiply that by 5, and you're going to get a crap ton of engineering experience. And it's not, these aren't anything that you can sell. However, you can sell these. These are not buying on pickup. They are buying on equip, or there's no binding at all. You know, you could buy them from the marketplace, you can buy them and resell them. So it's going to be another good way to make some money when this patch comes out. And I'll be doing a video on that later on. Other than the experience, and this goes for all the different stations, you can get weaponsmithing experience, you can get armoring experience. So the nice thing about it is you can buy your experience now. Yes, you can buy your way to 200 engineering, 200 furnishing. You're just going to be buying these in the marketplace. I have no idea what the cost is going to be. I just know they're probably going to be pretty significant. And again, a good way to make some money. So if you are currently trying to level up your professions, stop. Stop right now, because you're going to be able to take all your stuff sitting in storage, break them down, salvage them, and you could get a bunch of these things and just use all those things sitting in your storage collecting dust to level up your engineering, your armoring, whatever. So that's going to be a really, really cool thing and cool addition to the game. Now you can also use these to get materials. This will give you 3 to 4 infused leather. You can get ore calcium ingots, or you could turn it into ironwood planks. Not just ironwood, but actual ironwood planks. So that's another thing you can get with these scraps. And here's another quick look at some of the stuff you can get from the forge. So with infused weapon scraps, you can get experience for your weaponsmithing. And you can also extract all these different materials. You can get runic leather, you can get star metal or calcium, asmodium. You know, so I wouldn't spend any of these on the gypsum. I would use them to get these really nice materials. This will give you 1 asmodium ingot. I mean, that's pretty significant for sure. And then if you take them to the outfitting station, you can get armoring experience. So 26,000 armoring. And I mean, you could get this all the way up to 200 just by salvaging all your old equipment. It is crazy. You can also get infused silk, phoenix weave, infused leather, or runic leather. Hey, let's see how much experience we can get with that. So we're going to go over to the outfitting station. And let's get some armor experience. So 26,000. 665,000 experience. Look at that. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. 665,000. I logged into my other PTR character, and it seems as though for some reason you can only use the purple infused armor scraps and not the legendary ones. I don't know why. But what's weird is, you know, if you go to the armoring or the weaponsmithing table, you get, I don't know, I guess you can use the blue ones to get experience and the purple ones to get even more experience. But I don't know, that's weird. Maybe if I had some legendary weaponsmithing, it would give me, let me see if I have any. And I don't. That sucks. Let me check on my other character. So I'm here at the forge, and I do have some legendary infused weapon fragments, and it's not available to give us experience. And I think why they might be doing that is because, you know, the purple ones already give us 15,000. So the legendary ones would be like triple that amount, and it would just be too much, and people would be able to, you know, level it up. And they don't give you the option to turn these into legendaries or break down the legendaries into more of these. So they're still kind of limiting us on how much experience we can get. But as long as you have epic ones, you know, if you're really looking to increase your experience for the different professions, you're going to want to look out for these and get as many of these as you can. How to do that, I really don't know. I guess it's just going to be from salvaging the epics instead of the legendaries. So if you have a bunch of legendaries, some purples, stop salvaging them right now and just hold on to them, because these are, again, you're going to be able to sell these on the market. All of them. You're going to be able to sell the blue ones, the purple ones, and the legendary ones. So it's just going to be another way for us to make some money. So hold on to all your epics. Hell, I'd hold on to your greens, because even the greens are going to give you some stuff. They're going to give you these. So just, you know, something to think about. You could also turn them into infused orbs, you know, which is used to make gypsum cast. So with the armoring scraps, you can get infused orbs for armor, and you can use those to, you know, upgrade your headwear, footwear, stuff like that. Or you can use engineering scraps, and it looks like you need 4 of the legendary ones. I think this is way expensive, and I would not waste any of these on, you know, on these gypsum casts, because you're only going to be able to make 1 cast. So 4 of these for 1 cast, or you could turn these into experience, you know, for the professions and other stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you, you can now, this is another avenue. You can salvage your gear to get expertise. In the grand scheme of things, that's what they're doing. They're giving us another way to get expertise, and they're also giving us another thing that we can use for salvaging. So when salvaging equipment, you can get expertise, you can get experience for your professions, or you can get materials used for crafting. And that's all I got for you guys. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to look into this further. I'm sure, you know, every time I post one of these videos, I get some questions on stuff that I didn't cover. So if that's the case, let me know in the comments, and I'll get back on here and I will update the description, or I'll just reply to your comment once I figure it out and let you guys know what's going on, so you can all be in, you know, the new information. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. You all have a great day.